Cameron. Thanks for coming to camp. Thanks for dealing with the weather. I know it was cold for that camp, and first time in 11 years we've had to go inside, so thanks for sticking with us, and we wish you the best this season. I did pick up on some things to work on for you mechanically that's really going to help your swing, so let's go ahead and go through them. So first thing, I like your stance in regards to our swing. You have a little timing mechanism where that bat kind of clicks on your shoulder, which is great. Make sure your hands get maybe just a tad bit more separated outside of your, away from your body. From our start, you can kind of see right there. Put your hands back in that green arrow, or that green circle, and then have your bat angle in the same bat angle. But make sure your hands get a little bit more separation between your ears and your hands. That's going to create more leverage for you. When you do your swing, it's going to give you more power. So as I go into my next form of analysis, everything else looks pretty good. Nice and athletic. Toes are inside. Your weight is inside of our feet. All right, let's freeze right there. You can see a couple things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the front hip, and more importantly, we're going to talk about that front foot. So as I go back here, when you do that stride foot, make sure that that stride foot stays closed. You can see right now that that foot is pointing this way, and I want that front heel to almost be pointing to these guys over here on deck. So as I go to do my stride foot, make sure that that thing stays closed, and you're going to do such a better job with getting more strength. Because you can see you actually start wide, and then as you swing, your knees are going to get close together. And when you hit, you want to make sure that your knees are always going to be farther apart whenever I have for power, and that's going to make a big difference, because when your knees are that close together, then I'm all upper body when I hit. And it's very important for you to make sure that your knees stay apart. So if you look at analyzed hitters in the big leagues or even at college levels, you'll see when they make contact that their knees are a lot farther apart than that. So that just transfers all my weight to my upper body, and I'm going to kind of end up more like a golf finish. And I don't know if you golf, but that's a pretty darn good golf finish right there. I wouldn't be surprised if you were. I did do some golfing. So just make sure to engage that lower half a lot more. I think it's going to make a big difference into our swing. Again, you start nice and wide, you start fine, and then what you do is you kind of change it up. When I go into my land foot, you don't stride anywhere. You just kind of pick it up, put it back down, but the problem is that your front foot spins open on you. You can see right now, as I go to my land foot here, it's just kind of pointing right at the pitcher, but that toe is pointing right at the pitcher here, and you need to make sure that that is going to have that heel be facing this way. Almost like you're showing the third baseman your heel, instead of having your front foot there. That's going to keep your hips closed. It's going to keep you more on the ball. And what you want to do is do a lot of mirror work or a lot of tee work. So at the end of your swing, you're really going to kind of get to this point, and then you're going to kind of hold. You'll see how you're up on your toe, more like a golf finish, to make sure you're more on the ball of your foot. At this point of our swing, I'd have my front foot more out here, and I would have my heel, even at this point of our swing, to have it more even facing the gentleman over there waiting. And right now, you'll notice how it's facing really over here. So we're really engaging. When you swing right now, you're swinging upper body only, and it's going to make a huge difference in regards to your swing. So work on the tee work, work on soft toss, take those hands away from our body a little bit more up on top. But again, you start with your knees the appropriate part, the way apart, but you'll see as I go to swing, we kind of end up on that toe compared to really separating out that lower half. So watch this video and over again, because this is going to make a huge difference in regard to your swing, but you got to create new muscle memory off the tee and mechanics and that type of thing. So we wish you the best this season. Hope you come back and see us, and those are the things that we would recommend for you to work on. Thanks for coming to camp.